Hammer time.
7:44. The music has dropped. Yes. The hammer is out. Thor's here, and Cars 3 is ready in theaters for the weekend.
Indeed, Pixar is back with a new family-friendly animated adventure. Lightning McQueen, Mater, all your familiar friends are back in the Cars franchise. Plus, a couple of new ones, including an interesting foe in the form of a rookie rival who comes onto the racing circuit and looks to, well, send Lightning into early retirement. Take a look.
Thank you. No, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Hey, Jackson Storm, right? Great race today.
Wow. Thank you, Mr. McQueen. You have no idea what a pleasure it is for me to finally beat you.
Oh, thanks. Wait, hang on. Did you say meet or beat?
I think you heard me.
What?
Storm, can we get some pictures?
Yeah, come on, let's get a picture. You know what? Get a ton of pictures, because Champ here has been a role model of mine for years now. And I mean a lot of years, right? I love this guy. I think I touched a nerve.
There you have it.
Some healthy trash talk in Cars 3 right here. So what do you make of the new additions, and does Cars 3 get the franchise back on track?
It really does, yeah. I was disappointed with 2011's outing. The sequel crammed too much story in. Felt like a James Bond cartoon at times with the international espionage plot lines. This one gets back to basics, poignancy, tugs at the heartstrings just enough, and you see the struggle there with McQueen. He has this horrible crash, and then that new character, voiced wonderfully by Armie Hammer, playing Jackson Storm, comes to the racing circuit, and he represents the ushering in of a new generation that can sometimes leave the older crowd a bit obsolete. So Lightning McQueen is wrestling with his career, facing the end of his racing days, and he has to sort of go back to his roots and get some motivation. He gets a lot of help from his friends and things like that. It looks gorgeous, Riaz. It's probably the best looking of these Cars movies, and I like that they took a simplistic approach to the plot, which does get it back on track. That being said, though, doesn't break any new ground in the narrative department. It kind of plays by the Rocky style playbook at times.
Simplicity always kind of stands out with these Pixar movies, and Pixar's known for catering not only to the kids but to the parents that are bringing the kids in. What kind of fare will they find in this movie that won't just be having the kids leaving happy here?
That's a bit of a tricky one, because it doesn't have the wit of some of the other Pixar titles, and it doesn't have the emotional peaks and valleys of things like Inside Out or WALL-E. The jokes are mainly catered to kids. It's a lot of sight gags and puns, courtesy mainly of the Mater character. But I think the adults are going to grasp the themes here, you know, especially that it literally looks at the older crowd getting pushed aside by the younger generation. I think the adults will get attached to that, and the kids are just going to love the visuals. I mean, yeah, it's not as deep as the other Pixar titles, but look at it. We're talking about talking cars, you know, so it's a nice breezy affair. It moves along really well, looks gorgeous. There's some great sequences in it, and the racing scenes are thrilling and masterfully executed and edited. So I like this one. It wasn't quite as magical as the first one, but certainly better than the second one.
How many hammers?
Good enough for me. To the middle of the road, I'm going to go 3 out of 5.
3 out of 5.
Yeah.
Thor spoken. You had me at Talking Cars. I might check it out this week.
Fair enough.